Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony and I am playing Stardew Valley with my sister. And today we are going to talk about Stranger Things and kind of do like a deep dive, I guess, about the show. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let me unmute. Okay, hello?
Hello.
Okay, are you ready? Are you in yet or no?
No, because I wrote it down and now I'm typing it. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. That's
I did
fine.
it a weird I did it a weird long way.
Let's see. Alright, so today we are talking about Stranger Things. And we are doing like a deep dive about the show, like the whole show, not just the last season, but every bit of the show.
Yep. Just the show in general.
Yep. So I don't really know where we start with it, I guess.
Okay, well I have some what so go on.
Oh no, go ahead. If you have anything, that would be lovely.
I was just gonna say I have like some talking points written down.
Oh, okay, good. Because I don't really know how to do like a deep dive about, I guess, start at the beginning.
Oh, okay, so well I was gonna first have us cover so what was your favorite season out of all of them?
My favorite season?
Yep. I can tell you mine was definitely season 4.
Probably season... I need to think about that. Probably...
Really?
I was automatically almost going to say season 2. But season 4... I really like season 4, but I really liked season 2.
Okay. Oh, I caught a CD. Okay.
Oh, Feast of the
Broken
Winter Star has started.
Oh, has it already? Wow. Where is it?
Festivals start in Town Square. Festivals start at 9 a.m. usually if it's not like, whatever I'm trying to say. If it's not like
Like a specific nighttime festival?
nighttime one, yeah.
I'm checking my crab pots and then I'll go over there. Okay. I just caught trash in them, so that's fun.
Oh, lame.
Wait, okay, so which ones did you say you were automatically gonna say? Season 2?
Like my knee jerk was to say season 2, but season 4 I really liked as well.
That's so funny. You know what's funny about that?
What?
Season 2 is the one that most people hate.
Really?
Yeah. People really
why.
dislike season 2. I don't know. Because, like, my favorite is definitely season 4, just because it, like, I don't know, it just, like, was more emotional to me than a lot of the other ones. And season 1 is a very, very close contender.
Yeah, I really like season 1, but I just picked season 2 because at least Will's there for, you know.
Yeah. I like season 2 because, like, the acting, like, when he's, like, pretending to, you know, like, have a seizure or whatever.
Yes.
And just all of it is, like, it's so good. It's so intense.
It is. And I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. It's really good. But other people, for some reason, just aren't impressed with it.
Wow, rude.
I know. Which is funny because people are always complaining that, like, Will doesn't get enough, like, screen time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when, like, that's the season that gave him the most, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, so what's your least favorite season?
Season 3.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think.
Wow.
Is it season 3 that has the whole storyline with the other whatever it's called, where like Hell takes off and goes and meets like...
No, that's season 2, episode 6 or episode 8.
Oh, really?
6 or 8. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe it's season 2 was I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I liked all of them. I don't really have a least favorite, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of have the same situation going on. Like, I guess that, to be honest, the one that is the least memorable to me, might be season 2, but not because of anything being wrong with it, just because it was. I feel like the least character building happened in that one.
Yeah, so maybe I'm getting my seasons mixed up. Maybe it's season 3 that I don't know, man.
Is that's the one where they went to Hawkins? Oh, I can't give that to him. What's that? That's the one where they went to they were at the mall and they caught the Russians. And...
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So.
I really like that. Yeah, maybe season 3 is my favorite. Or season 4. I don't know. I can't decide. But I really like season 1 too.
I love season 1. Season 1 is just they're all so young and I don't know.
Yeah, it's like brand new and everything's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really like it. Did you give your secret person their gift yet?
I did, yeah. Did you give yours?
Yeah. What did they give? What did you get in return?
I can't look. I think it was some kind of a egg or something. Like a mineral, a special kind of egg or something. I don't know, I read it and then instantly forgot.
Oh shit.
What did you just buy?
I did not mean to do that.
What did you buy?
I just spent $1,000 on a stupid banner.
Oh no.
Oh, I meant to click out of the frickin' menu.
Well, now you have a beautiful winter banner.
I don't want it. Oh, I'm so mad. You want to go home?
Yeah, we can go. Okay, so the next basic question is, who is your favorite character? You can say more than one, because I have more than one, and I will not say only one.
My favorite, what is that?
Oh, that is, Jade. I just have Jade. I thought it was a Jade egg, but it's just Jade.
Oh, that's what they gave you, is Jade? How rude.
I gave my guy fertilizer, so...
Oh, gosh, okay.
I wanted to give him a painting, but it wouldn't let me, so... What now?
My favorite character... Oh, gosh. I would say... Probably Steve.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really like Steve.
I really like Steve, too. I think
also
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Robin is my favorite character. I also really like Max. And I also really like Will, because he's just so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 3 are my favorite. Okay, so who's your favorite couple? Romantic couple.
Oh, Hopper and, Joyce.
Hopper and Joyce?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're mine too.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite, duo? Friends, you know?
Oh, Dustin and Steve, hands down.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like Robin and Steve.
Yeah, I like Robin and Steve too, but I like Dustin and Steve. I can't help it. I love them.
Do we have a white albacore?
I'm getting one right now. I'm catching one. Or trying to.
Oh. I can't.
That's fine. I'll try to catch 2 if I can.
Thanks. So... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because there's, because I feel like I would accept any answer for that, because Robin and Steve are great, Dustin and Steve are great, Dustin and Eddie are great, Elle and Max are great,
Yeah, I mean, I like everybody, but Steve and Dustin are just a different, I don't know, it's just, I love them. I absolutely love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. They'd probably be my second after Steve and Robin. Yeah. I like their banter. Their banter makes me happy.
I do like Steve and Robin, but I like everyone with Robin. So
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like Robin is she's just amazing.
She is. I also like everyone with Steve, if we're being honest. So.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But Dustin and Steve just hit different for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, so this one has a correct answer. Nancy with Jonathan or Nancy with Steve?
Honestly, Nancy with Jonathan, because Steve is too good for her.
Oh.
Sorry. I like Nancy and Steve, but
Are you a Nancy hater?
No, I'm not a Nancy hater, but I don't like. Well, you know what? I guess Steve screwed Nancy over. It wasn't the other way around.
Yeah.
So never mind. I guess Nancy and Steve would be all right. Like, I really wanted them to get together in season 4, but you know.
Well, I don't like the way that Jonathan is lying to her, and how Jonathan really hasn't had a lot of, like, he's a great brother. Like, he's a wonderful brother, but I don't think he's really had a lot of character development or really, like...
No, I don't think he has either, but I also think that they
all.
did that intentionally because they're trying to make us want Nancy with Steve.
I'm sure they are, but... I mean, it's true still.
And, like, I wouldn't be upset if Nancy and Steve got together, but I also wouldn't be upset if they found somebody else for Steve.
Yeah, if they found somebody... I guess, you know, more...
I guess just knowing that the actor and actress for Jonathan and Nancy are together in real life.
And so cute.
Kind of makes me like them as a couple on screen, too.
Well, and the thing, too, is, like, I do think that... okay, I think that I would be happy with Nancy and Steve, because I'm just not that big of a fan of Jonathan with her.
Yeah.
But I will say that I also kind of think that, like, I mean, and obviously I'm looking too deep into this because they're characters on a show, but I do think that it's just like Steve hasn't found anyone since, so he's still kind of hung up on her, but I think he could find someone too who, like with Robin, even, like, I'm so sad that, like, what?
Are we supposed to brush our teeth?
Yes, go brush your teeth. Like, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, but, like, I'm not, like, upset that Robin turned out to be gay or anything, but they're, the way that they are with each other, I want him to find somebody who is interested in him, who he vibes that well with.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would be what Steve would deserve, I think, for sure.
If this is where I can catch tuna, just so I'm clear.
Tuna? Oh, I don't know either, because I've never caught one.
Yeah, I hope that this is where, but I might be doing all of this in
Whoops,
Maine.
okay. So, brush your teeth and then put that in the fridge, okay? I gotta remember to only donate the holly berries, because we cannot eat those. Or to sell the holly berries, because we can't eat those.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Which do you think was the saddest death?
Max.
I'm still not counting Max because I'm still hoping that that's not going to be permanent, but...
Yeah, but she did technically die.
She did, yeah, that's true.
So she is a death.
Well, yes,
But
I guess in that
if we're
case...
not counting the people that were miraculously revived by Elle, then the saddest death would be...
That's a hard question, huh?
It is kind of a hard question. Probably Bob.
Yeah, my first thought was Bob, too. Eddie was very, very, very sad.
Yeah, Eddie was sad, too.
Like, Eddie was very sad, and for me, it's a tie between him and Bob, because Bob was just so adorable and dorky and just lovable.
Well, and here's the thing. The minute Eddie came on that screen, I knew he was going to die. I had absolutely no delusions that Eddie was going to survive season 4.
No.
But with Bob, I didn't realize that they were going to kill off every bit character that ever walked on that screen.
Right.
So that one was a little less expected. Like, obviously it should have been expected because obviously it was pretty clear that Hopper and Joyce were going to be endgame. But I just thought that, like, Bob was going to ride off in the sunset. I didn't realize he was going to get ripped apart.
Yeah.
Brutally. So
I know, and like his character is so innocent to have a death that brutal.
Exactly. Like,
it's like, yeah.
So, you know.
Wow, I didn't realize you cut down so many trees down here.
Yeah, I can't remember why. Oh, because I was doing that quest where I needed 1,000 pieces of wood that I don't think I ever even finished.
Alright, I've been foraging this whole time. Tomorrow, do you want to go into the mines?
Yeah, if we have enough food.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so now we need... Okay, so that was kind of it for my...
Will you Google it real quick and see where I can catch albacore in Stardew, just to make sure that I'm actually fishing in the right spot, because I'm going to be really annoyed if I'm fishing this whole time and I can't even catch damn albacore in the ocean.
Yes, I will. Hold on.
I've gotten several tuna, but that's not albacore. They're different.
Can you catch... oops. Or... in Stardew Valley. Hey. Sorry, you gotta read through this. Okay, so then we can start then at season 1 and talk about season 1.
You forgot a very important question.
What?
Least favorite character.
Did I not say that?
You did not ever say least favorite character.
Oh my gosh, it is on my list. I can't believe I didn't say it. Hold on. Okay, so between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. It can only be found in the ocean from 6 to 2.
Oh, well, it's 6 p.m., so I'm definitely not going to catch an albacore
No,
right now.
it can be found in the ocean from 6 a.m. to 2 or 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh, 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I should be able to catch it soon because it just hit 6.
Yeah.
I thought you meant 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
No, sorry, I said in the fall season you can only fish for it then, but in the winter you fish for it from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
In the ocean.
Yeah, I'm in the ocean.
Okay.
I'm right behind our little cabins.
Okay, then yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
Cool, then I should catch it soon here. But anyway, least favorite character. I already know mine immediately.
Okay, you can say yours because I have to think about it.
Erica.
Oh, no I don't. Erica?
Yep. I'm sorry, I don't like Erica. I have not liked Erica from the minute she came on my screen. I know I'm supposed to love her. She's supposed to be the lovable, sassy little sister, but she's just annoying.
I
do not like her.
Got my shock.
Oh no. Sorry, Lyric.
I'm so offended.
Yeah, I don't like Erica. Yeah, everybody does, but she's like the one that everybody's supposed to love. She's so cute. She's so endearing. Like, genuinely.
I don't think that she's cute or endearing. I just think that she's tough, and I like how tough and like.
Yeah, you know. I don't like her. She's just annoying.
Wow.
Yeah, I do not like Erica.
I thought you were gonna say something like, Angela or Jason.
No, I'm talking real characters, not like.
Oh, not like side
players.
characters?
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, damn. Then let me think about this then. Sometimes it depends on the season, but lately, Mike.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm just not and you know who else I'm not a huge fan of, and this is probably gonna get me some hate if anybody listens to this.
Who?
But I'm not a huge fan of Argyle.
Oh, yeah, I like Argyle's voice because he reminds me of one of my favorite characters in Dazed and Confused. But Argyle himself, I don't...
Well, I just find his character to be kind of... I know he's supposed to be like some kind of comedic relief, but like the whole overly stoner, like... It just feels really like played out and kind of meh to me.
Yeah, it's kind of contrived. I get it. Like
I don't
I don't hate Argyle, but like I wouldn't care if he didn't come back for the next season.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I don't dislike his character, but I just really find him kind of pointless and, like, not really. He's like, he provided the van. That's pretty much, you know.
Yeah, exactly. No, I totally get that.
But, yeah.
But
And
yeah, I know that my hate for Erica is very, like, my children are also horrified by that. But from the minute she stepped on screen, I was like, oh, nope, I don't like her.
I'm trying to think of who my least favorite character would be who's, like, a main character. Because I said Mike, but that's only, like, this season. I'm not a big fan of him. And
Yeah.
kind of last season. He's kind of
I'm recording just so you know.
irritating last season, too. But, I don't, like, I really don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard to, it's not hard for me at all to narrow it down. I 100% know, and it's Erica and it. Well, I guess if I'm, Erica wasn't really on there in the beginning, but.
Yeah, but she is now.
But yeah,
I guess I can just stick with Mike since that's how way his character is now. So.
Okay, that works. Okay, so now we can start talking about the actual show, which, if you've never seen it, well, we just spoiled the crap out of a whole bunch of stuff, so,
So why are you watching?
Yeah, so why are you watching this? But, it is about, It is about,
You gotta find some food.
what am I saying? I stored some food in a chest for myself, so I can grab that real quick if it's still there.
Hopefully I didn't take any of it. I don't think I did.
Oh shit, I forgot my whole thing's already full. 1 second, where is my fish chest? Don't I have a specific chest? No, maybe that's my other farm that I have a specific fish chest. Oh no, okay, I do have one. And actually, keep the tuna. Just don't take these albacore out of this chest because those are the ones that we need to give to what's his name later.
Okay.
But anyway, so what are we talking about?
Season 1.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of the show.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I keep wanting to call it One Tree Hill.
No, because we were so hyper-focused on
we were
remembering that.
originally going to talk about that till we realized we don't know anything about it. But it is a show about, about a child who is like the, what was it called? The Nantucket Project? Basically, that. Stop!
I think it's called Montauk.
Oh yeah, that's what it is, Montauk or whatever. It's basically that, only
a little more supernatural.
Yeah, a little more, supernatural. And ouch! That was my foot. Oh my gosh, the stupid thing keeps pausing when I'm not trying to pause. And basically, a child with some powers escapes a lab and gets found by some other children who then...
On the same day that another child goes missing.
Oh, yeah, on the same day that another child... Oh, no, Will does not go missing. Because doesn't Will know?
They're in the... No, they're in the woods looking... No, they're in the woods looking for Will. Remember, he got taken.
Oh yeah, so they. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't meet at all until later, till the.
Yeah, they don't meet until the end of that season.
That's right. Okay.
Well, they kind of do because 11 goes in to talk to him. Well, she uses her powers to go to the Upside Down and talk to him.
Yeah, but anyway, so then there's this whole. Are you on your way to the mines already?
I'm heading down to the mine right now. I'm down in 100. I'll just wait for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I had to gather up all my food, but anyway, so yeah, they find this child with powers and take her in and have to protect her from the people looking for her and also rescue their friend who's trapped in the Upside Down. That is essentially a place that she created, I guess, or...
I don't know. They're going to explain that next season. We're supposed to explain where it came from and whatever.
Is that a real thing that happened in your life?
What?
Okay. Why? Are okay. Anyway, sorry, I was talking to Salem. Anyway, so yeah, there's so anyway, the first season, they, it's what is it, 4, right? Yeah, Dustin, Will, Lucas, and Mike are
Yeah.
4 best friends that are like what, 13 or so, and
I think they're supposed to be 11 or 12 in the first season.
oh my god, are they that young?
Yeah, they're 12. No, they're 11 in the first season.
They're 11 in the first season. Holy
Yep, because
shit.
in the third season she's supposed to be 13. The fourth season they're supposed to be 14.
Oh my god, that is insane. They are literally okay.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
babies.
so apparently they're babies. They're the age of my child right now. Oh my god, and Will went missing. Oh my gosh, I would cry.
Yeah, now you understand Joyce now.
Yeah, well, I understood her from the get go. I'm a mother.
Well,
But,
yeah.
But anyway, so they all play
Stop attacking
Dungeons
me
and
so I can eat
Dragons
something.
together, and like that's their thing. They hang out in Mike's basement and they play Dungeons and Dragons, and they, Will goes home one night. His mom's gone at work, and he goes out to the shed or something, right? Like I can't remember.
No,
exactly.
he's on his way home from playing D&D with his friends.
Yeah, I know. He's on
home.
his way home, but what makes him like get kidnapped or whatever?
So what everybody thought was a Demogorgon, but now I'm pretty sure was Vecna, was in the middle of the road, and
Oh,
he got
yeah,
scared and went
that's
off of his bike, and then he ran off to his house. Or no, he didn't run off. I think it was his house that he ran to, or he ran somewhere.
I
and,
swear it was a shed. Like, wasn't
might
there
have
a
been his
shed
shed.
involved? Okay,
Yeah, it might have been his shed.
Yeah,
He
okay,
ran.
I'm
he
not
ran
crazy.
to shelter somewhere, and then it got him. Like it ended up getting him.
Yeah.
I
If
just
you make it
rewatched
yourself.
the first season.
But only one box, please, okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, was it? I thought it was a shed. Like, I thought that he ran to a shed.
Yeah, it very well could have been a shed.
I mean, I don't 100% know for sure, but Salem was nodding when I said that, so maybe it was the shed. But anyway, so he goes missing, and they don't know where he is, and when the boys start looking for him because he didn't come home, like Joyce gets home from work and discovers that he's not there, and she
it's actually in the morning.
oh yeah, that's right. When they get up for school because she got home from work so late, they discovered that he's not there, and she starts freaking out on her older son, his brother, and asking him, where's your brother?
And like
he has no idea where his brother is, and they think that maybe he stayed at Mike's, right, originally.
Yeah,
and then
or that he left for school early or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I think that they called the Wheelers, don't they? They call Mike's parents. And they
like,
say that they have.
Oh my God, I couldn't even eat anything because I couldn't move.
Oh no! Did you forget to change your keybinds?
No, I didn't. It just wasn't letting me like I was stuck. Like it kept hitting me and it wasn't letting me move away from it.
Oh no! Stuff did you lose a lot or not too much?
A solar essence and a quartz.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
I mean, not bad, but so just really fucking irritating. I hate so much when that happens.
Yeah,
like, I can't go down the mines because it irritates the shit out of me.
That's fine. I can just finish the mines real quick. No big deal. And then you can like go down and get the stuff that we need or whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna die this time. Shit. Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna die. Hold on, I need to eat something. Phew. That was close. But anyway, so word spreads that this kid is missing. I think that they find his bike. And they and they all start looking for him. And while they're looking for him, that's when they come across Elle, who has escaped from this lab. And she's a little girl with a shaved head. and they have no idea, you know, like what the deal is with her, basically.
Yeah.
But they end up, oh shit, they end up taking her with them, and they oh my gosh, sorry, I'm like trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and also tell this story. And they discover that, you know, she has these powers and blah 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 blah. And in the meantime, they're also searching for Will, who we find out is in the Upside Down, which is essentially Hawkins, only absolutely like a hellscape, basically.
Yeah, except before that, they also find Will's dead body.
That's right! I completely forgot about that. They find Will's dead body. And how do they... What makes them think it's not him? I don't remember what makes them, like... I don't know if it's just denial because they don't want him to be dead, but...
you know what? I don't even remember because I watched that season recently, but I was also watching it during the day. So, like, the kids were awake and I was kind of distracted.
Yeah.
So I don't remember, but I just remember that Hopper is the one that goes and like basically takes the body out of the thing and just cuts it open and finds...
Yeah, and finds that it's stuffing inside.
Yeah.
And that's how they, you know, that's how they discover that it's not really him, and they're like, what in the hell is going on? Like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
And the boys basically find out about, like, the Upside Down and all that before anybody else, right?
Yeah, because of 11.
Yeah, because 11 tells them about it. And they don't tell, do they? I don't think do they tell Hopper and Joyce right away? Or is that something that they find out later?
Yeah,
Hopper,
they find out.
Meanwhile, Hopper and Joyce are, like, working together.
I'm pretty sure that they kind of explain it to Joyce because she thinks she's going crazy.
Yeah, well, because she gets the Christmas lights and discovers that... But that's, like, way later.
No, that's earlier.
Oh, is it earlier? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then Hopper thinks
she's
that she's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so she gets Christmas lights and discovers that basically she can communicate with her kid, but she doesn't know where he is. She thinks he's in her walls, and she starts, like, trying to, like...
Tear down the wall.
Yeah, tear down the walls, and I think Hopper comes over, right?
Yeah.
And, so there's that whole thing, which Hopper, by the way, is the police chief, Jim Hopper. Like, we're just, like, saying all these names of people that... And Joyce is Will's mother. That's Will's
well, I mean,
mother.
if you're watching this, you've probably already seen it, because otherwise you're getting
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of
that's true,
spoilers.
because otherwise, why are you...
Yeah.
Why
So,
are you
here's...
even
Okay.
watching?
So what I want to do, too, is I want to kind of take some of the things that we know happen in, like, certain seasons and talk about how they could fit into how it all wraps up in the 5th season.
Okay.
Because here's my thing, okay? I want to know why Hawkins was so, like, Hawkins Lab, they took a body. Like, they made a fake body for Will. For them to find. They didn't do that with any of the other people that went missing.
Yep.
Like, why Will specifically? You know, like...
That is very true. Why?
Yeah, why Will? And, like, you know, it's a little suspicious. And, like, the way that they, like, are trying to basically make sure, because there's a part of that season where Dr. Brenner says something about how, like, they're not going to find the boy. Like, he won't let them find the boy.
Yeah, so why do they want Will to be gone? Like, what is
what's
the situation there?
What's up with Will? Yeah.
That is true. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
But yeah, so basically that whole season, they name the Demogorgons and stuff like that after D&D characters, right? Or D&D monsters or whatever. And so that's that, and, you know, they have to, like... Oh, and meanwhile, there's, like, the subplot.
Just so you know, it's, like, midnight now.
Yeah, I know. I'm at the chest right now, putting stuff away.
Okay, cool. I didn't watch Fall Asleep.
It's, there's, like, the subplots of Nancy getting together with Steve and her best friend dying. And, you know, they don't know how it happens because obviously they don't know about, like, the Demodogs and the Demogorgon and the Upside Down and all that stuff.
Yeah, because Barb was the first one to go missing after Will.
Yeah. And then there's gosh, I'm trying to remember. You're gonna have to like talk a little more about season
the seasons.
yeah, season 1 at least, because I don't remember a ton of it. Do I want to be a scout or a fighter?
So
fighter.
It says like, okay, so I mean that's pretty much the gist of it. Is like, like Al, that's when you find out that Al accidentally created the portal, like before she escaped.
Yeah.
And I mean that's pretty much all that happens in that season.
Well, and
then eventually
Will escapes. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually they go down. They actually go into the Upside Down to save Will. Yeah. So, are you taking care of the chicken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's the first season, and like, okay, so there's that, that the thing about the body. Also the fact that Will survived the Upside Down, and like people were saying like he survived the Upside Down by singing "Should I Stay or Should I Go?"
Yeah.
Which makes sense now with that, but at the same time, like, that doesn't seem like, because I mean, Max couldn't have just sat there humming Kate Bush and survived,
Right, exactly.
Like she had to run and like save herself, and that's just what kind of helped her, like, come back to reality and her good memories and stuff.
Yeah.
But that didn't help Will escape the Upside Down. It just helped him survive it.
Right.
So
and he was like literally curled up in a ball, like shivering, dying, crying, and being an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah, and like, oh god, that's so heartbreaking.
I know.
Just a baby.
I hate it.
But like, yeah, and like, there's, I want to say they don't address Will's horrible trauma enough.
No, they really don't.
But like, yeah, it's just really, like, it's weird. Like, there has to be more to it. Like the fact that he survived he survived it, and Vecna didn't just kill him while he was down there. Like, in fact, he became, okay, I have things I want to say, like, about season 5 and things I think might happen, but I'm trying to wait until we actually get to that point.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, season 2. What do you remember about season 2?
Season 2 was when, season 2 was when Will was all, like, mind flayery, right?
Yeah, and it started with, well, first off, like, that's also when Max came into the picture.
Okay, that's what I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if Max came then or if she came in season 3.
Yep, Max and Billy were in season 2, and it was like Hopper got called out because some people's like farms were, or like
We're
some
dying,
guy's farm,
right?
Yeah, was dying, and it was like, but it was being upside down. Like now,
Yeah.
That we saw, it was the exact same thing that was happening to the field at the end of season 4. It was like
Yes.
turning gray and ashy and nasty.
Yeah.
And things were rotting. And the Upside Down was leaking through that spot in the farm. And then when they went to go burn it, that's when they found out that Will was connected to the hive mind, because burning that caused Will insane amounts of pain.
Insane amounts of pain, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
and then that's also the season, because, like we said, Max came along, and then there was the whole, like, love triangle thing between her and Lucas and Dustin.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot that
Dustin
even
liked her.
happened.
Yeah, Dustin had a thing for Max, too, and then,
Right.
and then they, and then that was also when Elle went and, like, the whole episode with her sister happened.
Yeah, I hated that episode.
Yeah, everybody hated that episode. It was
That was completely pointless, and I should
Yeah,
not.
it really was.
It should not.
People think that they were testing for like a possible spin-off.
Yeah, I think so too. I 100% think so. And I'm glad that
but
they
also,
didn't do it 'cause it's stupid.
Yeah, and also,
What are you doing
and
right
then
now?
I'm just collecting things, just foraging.
Oh, okay, that works. I'm gonna go back down the mines and see if I can finish them.
Oh, okay. I might follow you because I can, at least for a little while. Anyway, so yeah, and then remember, like 11 comes back and she's like kind of jealous of Max because Max is another girl, and
Yep, that's right.
And
she's like, "What are you doing, taking my place?"
Yeah, and she's just kind of like,
yeah, because she's gone for a big chunk of that season.
Yeah, she is.
Kind of annoying.
So, yeah, and then that season is basically just like Will being okay, so another thing, because I was saying like point out kind of like stand out things about each season and whatever.
Yeah.
So Will says, like when he's possessed or whatever, he says when Joyce makes the bath hot, he says he wants it cold, and she's like, what? And he's like, he likes cold.
Yep.
He doesn't like hot.
Yep. He's very creepy in that season. Very creepy.
Yeah. Super creepy. But yeah, I thought that was like kind of an interesting, like, something that could come up later.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, he got burned with fire, so obviously it came up a little bit, but
yeah. There's also something. What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah.
Why am I not going down? Why am I not going down?
What is that's the season that Bob dies too, right? There's the
Yes, that's
okay. So in that season, we end up back in the lab.
Oh yeah.
I think aren't they like trying to close the thing? Oh, and
yeah.
Doesn't it? Is it season 1 or season 2 that we think that Elle, or like that they make it seem like Elle's gonna die at first at the end? It's season 2, right?
Yeah, it's season 2.
Yeah, where she like disappears or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we find out that she's with Hopper.
Yep.
But wait.
Well, no, because it's the beginning of season 3 where she's living with Hopper, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, is we find out in the beginning of season 3 that she's with Hopper. In season 2, she's just gone. But we don't know, like, at the end of season 2, like, it makes it seem like she's, like, gone. Like, she, like, sacrificed herself for...
Yeah, and then everybody's, like, all sad because Elle is gone, and then...
Yeah, and Mike spent a lot of season 3 angry. He's angry Mike.
Yeah. Oh, no.
No, that's season 2. Yeah, that's season 2.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the end of season 1.
Yeah, the end of season 1, they go back in the lab and...
Yeah, and then, because remember, in season 2, part of why she runs off and ends up, like, with her sister or whatever is because...
he won't let her see Mike, and she wants to.
Yeah. Isn't that where she's like, you're like Papa, or whatever?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because she's like, he's keeping her locked up, which is just to keep her safe, but, she's a teenage girl who wants to see her boyfriend, so...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's it's hard to keep it all like straight because so much happens in every season.
I know, exactly. But yeah, so and then season 2, eventually they reunite and
and then eventually like the mind flayers, violently exhumed from Will.
And Will keeps walking out of places, like a movie store, the school, places like that.
Oh yeah, because he's seeing
seeing like the town, like the mind flayers standing there, and like the town all. Like,
and he's seeing like the upside down version.
Yeah. And it's super creepy.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Hey, I got space boots.
And then season 3. Will is pretty normal through that whole season. That's the season, like, because that season,
He's super
almost
jealous
starts out
of
like
Elle.
a teen rom-com
Or
a little
wait,
bit.
is he super jealous of Elle that season, or is that season 2?
No, that's that season.
Okay, that's what I thought. He just
And like
wants to
that's
play.
the
Poor kid just
season.
wants to play D&D. He's been
Yeah,
traumatized for 2 seasons.
and that's the one where like Hopper gets mad and because he finds them like making out,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and
Keeps the
then
door
like
open.
Mike is all like cocky teen with him
Yeah,
and
he's so
pisses him
defiant.
off. I don't like him in that season. He makes me so mad. Like
Yeah.
he's such a little dick.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah, so that's what do the space boots do? Ooh, I want to wear the space boots.
Yeah, the space boots are good. Make sure you put them on.
Okay. But yeah, so that's season 3 is that, and then oh shit,
Season 3, a lot of season 3 has to do with the mall, the Starcourt Mall that opens.
yeah, and like
And-
Russians.
Oh
They
yeah,
find a
yeah,
Russian-
yeah. Well, the Russians. That's what I was gonna say. Starcourt Mall opens, and the Russians have like a base underneath of it.
Yep.
And so, like, the kids are spending time there, and Steve has a job at. We didn't even talk about Steve one single time this entire thing.
Oh my god, we didn't. And he
Steve-
is
Steve is the best character because he is the one with the most character development on this entire
he
show.
is.
I don't even care what you say. Not you specifically, like the royal you. But he goes from just being this cocky little jock guy that is basically just there to be Nancy's love interest to make her.
And he bullies Jonathan so much.
Yeah, he bullies Will's brother Jonathan nonstop. He's just a complete dick, but he is
breaks his
the
camera.
love interest for Nancy so that she can be busy having sex with him while her best friend gets murdered in the pool outside.
Yep.
And that is season 1. And do they break up in season 1, Steve and Nancy?
Yes.
Okay, so Steve and Nancy break up in season 1 mostly because Steve's a dick. And she ends up with Jonathan. But then I don't know if it was just because everybody loved him so much or what, but season 2 Steve is suddenly like,
Wonderful.
yeah, he's like the father. He's like the babysitter of all the kids.
He kind of tries to like be better in season 1
Yeah,
too, because
I
he
mean,
comes to help and apologize.
Yeah,
he like
yeah,
tries to apologize to Jonathan.
Yeah, he does. Like he starts to redeem himself a little bit in season 1, but he's genuinely like the character that you would think is gonna die. Like he's
Well, because he was supposed to.
yeah, exactly. But turns out he's amazing and the best. So
Basically, the Duffer Brothers were like, okay, we really like Joe Keery and we want to keep him around.
We
So
love
we're
him.
not going to
Let's
kill
not
off the
kill him
character.
after all. And
Yeah.
so he turned. Oh, actually, we.
Oh
can
my god,
leave.
don't kill me.
If you
Don't
want.
kill me.
If you want, you can leave because I reached level 115, so we'll be able to go down there, and it's already 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, and I'm also going to die if this bat attacks me. So where are you? Oh, no, don't pause. Fucking. Ah. Sorry.
But anyway,
Yes,
so
keep in
then
mind, yes,
season
keep in
2 Steve is amazing. And then
Just wonderful. He protects everybody.
Yeah, he protects all the kids. Is it season 2 that he makes the bat with the nails? Or is
Yes, because I think that's season. Yeah, it's in season 2 because
that's
when they're
season
in like
1,
the.
really?
No, that's season 2. It's season 1.
Salem just said it's season 1.
Is it really? Wow, I thought it was when they were in like the junkyard and he's like trying to
It
protect.
is. It's in the
them when they're in the
junkyard.
bus.
Yeah. No, it's definitely season 2, honey, because Max,
Max
is
is
there.
there.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're right. It's season
But
2
it's like
for sure.
it's like at the beginning of season 2.
Yeah,
like it's
it's
I mean,
he's right away like basically redeemed the minute season 2 starts. He'd already redeemed himself mostly in season 1, but he's super like all about the kids. Like he's taking care of the kids.
Yeah,
and,
he got that reputation that season of being the mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like the mom of the group, and so he. So season 2, he's basically just focused on protecting all the kids and, whatever. And then once season 3 hits and we're doing the whole Starcourt Mall thing, Dustin had been away at camp.
Yep.
And there's like this whole bit where he, his friends try to surprise him, and he sprays him in the face with this hairspray stuff. That, what is it, honey?
Farrah faucet spray.
Yep, Ferris faucet spray that that Steve had told him about in the beginning of season
one.
Season 1. So then season 3, he has the Farrah faucet spray, and he sprays his friends with it when they try to surprise him when he comes back from camp. And then he goes to Starcourt Mall, where he finds what is his name?
Steve.
Oh yes. No, don't cut it down.
Oh.
Our chicken needs to come out and eat it.
Oh, okay. Can I cut these? Or?
Yeah, honey, we have. Are you kidding me? Do we have butter? Come on. Are you new here?
These, Tony? Can I cut these?
Yeah, you can cut those. Just don't cut the long grass.
Okay.
You can cut any long grass that's far away from the stuff, but just don't cut the long grass that's like right there by it. But anyway, so Steve is working at an ice cream parlor in the Starcourt Mall with his new employee, Robin.
Yeah.
And we learn that Robin is amazing and we love her.
And at first they don't seem to like each other.
Yeah. At first they kind of like butt heads a little bit, and like she's making fun of him because Dustin comes in and they like hug and are so excited to see each other. And then
and he also has been helping the other kids sneak into movies.
The other kids have been like hanging out there, and she's like, "Why are you friends with all these children? What is happening?" And then later on, oh shit, really?
What?
I just need to check something. And then we okay, will you please do what you're supposed to do and stop being stupid? And then we go. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I'm gonna go finish this real quick. I will be right back.
What are you gonna go do?
I'm going to go get the mine carts repaired.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah, we finally have the red quartz to finish the geologist bundle. But anyway, so the Starcourt Mall is basically like underneath of it there's like the Russians, and there's this whole thing going on. Like the way a lot of Stranger Things, like I guess pretty much every episode or every season works, is they branch off into different groups, and then at some point they all end up back together.
Yeah.
And for this one we have Dustin, Steve, Robin, and Erica, right?
Yep.
And then, where am I going? And then they are in the mall basically spying on the Russians and finding out what's going on there, and they end up like sneaking underneath the mall, and all this stuff is going on, and it turns out that there is a thing in the mall. And there's also, we get a little more like detail. What?
You didn't say who Erica is.
Erica's Lucas's sister. I already talked about how Erica's my least favorite character. I don't want to talk about Erica.
Because I yelled at you.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't like Erica. But anyway, so Erica is the, oh goodness, gosh, I love these guys. I can't wait till we can get them on our farm. But so Erica is helping Steve and Dustin and Robin with this whole like spying thing, because she's small, so she can like fit through the vents, and there's this whole thing. And then there's also Max's brother Billy,
yep.
who is just a complete dick. Like there's lifeguards, he's a lifeguard at the pool, and there's this whole subplot where he's contemplating or I guess Mike's mom
it's all
is
set up,
contemplating having an affair with him, and it's a whole big thing, and it's
they're about to go on a date and everything when he gets into that accident.
Yeah, it's so disgusting. But in the meantime, he is being like taken over by this thing, an upside down monster thing. Is it the Mind Flayer? I don't think it is, right?
No, he is possessed by Vecna.
Oh, is it Vecna?
Yeah, because look at his, like, that's been pointed out, his mannerisms and the way he speaks is 100% 100% Henry Creel.
Oh, I love you. I want to be your best friend. Oh, okay. So yeah, whatever. He's possessed by whatever. So yeah, tomorrow our mine carts are gonna work, and then we'll be able to get around places a little quicker.
Ooh.
But so there's that whole plot, and like he's a complete asshole to Max. He's just a dick of a guy. Like he's not a good guy. He sucks in every way. And he, you know, tries to get Mike Wheeler's mother to have an affair with him, and she nearly does, but then she doesn't.
And because he didn't show up.
No, remember she looks at like Holly and the dad sleeping, and then she changes her mind.
Oh yeah,
and
she
then,
does.
like,
She like turns around.
Yeah, and then when she goes to apologize to him because she doesn't know that he didn't show up. She thinks that she didn't show up, and he's mad at her, and instead he's just all like creepy, and that's why they like don't talk anymore.
Yeah, because he's like, "Go away, Karen."
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
Yeah.
I will that. But so they so that whole thing happens, and then there's this big showdown in the mall. Oh, and also Mike and Elle break up because Max convinces her that hoes before
Because
bros.
Mike. Yeah, but also because Mike lies to her like over and over again.
Yeah, like 1,000 times because he's a
about
dumb
like his
boy.
grandma being, you know, really sick and all that.
Yep. And then they end up doing this whole thing, and at the end there's a big, you know, giant showdown at the mall where everybody like reconvenes because also Jonathan and Nancy take off to go find this Russian dude and all these other people.
Oh yeah, and
there's
this is where Nancy gets her first job. This season's where Nancy gets her first job as a journalist too.
Yep. And there's like this whole Alexei, Dr. Alexei plot line, and it's a whole
Another adorable character that gets killed.
Who gets killed at a carnival, and it's terrible. But he's
And not even by a monster. This one's by
he's
straight up
just
woman.
straight out assassinated by the Russians.
Yeah.
And then there's this Dr. Murray, who is or no, he's not. He's not a doctor. He's just Murray.
He's in season 1.
Yeah, though that's what I was gonna say. We see him in season 1, and he's just basically like the eccentric, crazy guy who's like wearing the tinfoil hat, telling you all this stuff that it turns out is fully true.
Yeah, and then eventually they come to him for help, and he's like, "Oh yeah, now you want my help?"
Yep, exactly. And he you know appears in every season, and he's just kind of there to tell them exactly what's happening, and for them to not believe him, and then it turns out that he's right all along. And
until after season 3, and then they're like, "Okay."
yeah, then they're like, "Okay, we're definitely gonna just believe everything you say because clearly you know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
But yeah, so then there's this big showdown in the mall, and they go like underneath of it, and there's like the whole like upside down area, and it's basically like they have another like portal or whatever you call it. What do they call them? They don't call them portals.
Yeah.
They call them
Gate.
gates. Yes, they have another gate open, and Hopper dies at the end.
Yeah, the thing explodes.
Yes.
Like he basically sacrifices himself
to save it. And Billy also sacrifices himself like to the like monster thing, and like
and for some
saves
reason
the
people
kids.
think that gives him redemption.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, Billy's great," because no, Billy still sucks in every way. Like, great that he sacrificed himself, but that doesn't make him a good person.
Right.
But, and then so there's that. I'm really bad at saying stuff because I just say "but" and then over and over again.
Hey, do you have a better? Hey, I didn't know I could break these now.
Yeah, if you have the steel pickaxe, you can.
I do.
Yep.
I've been wanting to get rid of these because they're huge and annoying.
Yeah, we need one more upgrade to get this meteorite, but other than that...
Well, and like I want to get the better axe so that we can get rid of these.
I know, I
and
was
make
going
our
to
farm
suggest that we do that, but we don't have enough money yet. We need to get more money.
How much money do we need?
I think it's 5,000 each, so we're going to need... Like,
okay, well, we got to do it fast enough to be able to plant spring crops and have them actually, like, be there in time, you know?
Well, I mean, we can still plant crops in the soil. We'll just have to water them normal, that's all.
Okay, I'm going to go do this real quick then. Because I have a few things to plant real quick.
Okay, I was going to say, do we already have, like, spring crops up in the thing?
Yeah, we have a few.
Okay, yeah, so...
You might have more that you could grab. I only have 2 right now. But yeah, the what am I saying? Oh, yeah. That's pretty much it for season 3. And then we already made a whole video about season 4.
Spring. So we have 9 what do you call it? Cauliflower that can be planted in the spring.
I have a coffee bean that I'm gonna plant.
And we have 8
See.
8 mixed seeds.
Okay, then I'll make also I'll hoe a pretty big area.
Well, not too big because we only have like 17 spots or 17 seeds.
Yeah.
So we don't need
I was only ready to do what I already had in my pockets, which wasn't very much.
Oh, okay. But anyway, yeah, so at the end of season 3, Billy has now like sacrificed himself and he's dead, and Hopper is supposedly dead, but then we get like this little scene at the end where it's the Russians talking about having the American, and it's very, very obviously heavily implied that Hopper is alive and being held by the Russians.
Yeah.
And what?
I might have to hoe some more.
Probably not.
Well, it's not letting me put my coffee bean anywhere.
Well, because that's not a seed; it's a coffee bean.
Yeah, but you can plant it. There you go.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, and then in the it didn't even take them long in the the first preview, or not preview. What's it
Trailer.
called? Like
Called
the
a trailer.
trailer. Thank you. The first trailer.
Well, yeah, but that's because they knew that everybody knew. Like they weren't going to bother trying to hide it, especially when they were about to start filming and they knew that people would see him.
Yeah, exactly. So they in the first trailer they were like, hey.
Yeah, they definitely let us know that Hopper was not dead, which was not that shocking at all.
Yeah. Right.
So then we get to see. Oh, and Max and Lucas date also. And there's this dance that they go to at the end of season
ball thing.
2, right?
Season 2, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when Will is still all like mind flayery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then season 3 at the end of it, I think don't Mike and Elle get back to? No, Mike and Elle do get back together, but because Hopper is dead and her child has been traumatized multiple times, Joyce decides to take her children and Elle, who she has now decided is going to be her child because Hopper's
she took
gone.
Custody of.
And she moves to California.
Yep, that's what happened. That's how. And Elle doesn't have her powers.
Oh, and Elle loses her powers because she
got.
Are you seeing this cutscene too?
Yeah.
Oh, I love these guys so much.
They're so cute. Yeah, she got bit by something.
Elle loses her powers because when she fights the thing, it knocks her out and knocks her powers out, right?
Yeah, well, it's because she was in a weakened state, so Vecna was able to take her powers from her.
Yeah.
Because he talks about that in season 4.
Yeah. So then, that's it ends with Elle just being powerless and everybody splitting up essentially. Because Jonathan and Nancy are still together, but Jonathan is now moving to California, and
so was 11.
And 11 and Mike are together, but again moving to California, and then Joyce, in her mind, Hopper's dead, and she takes off. And then, and also Robin's a lesbian, by the way. She tells Steve that in a bathroom.
Yeah. During the cutest scene ever.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
While they're drugged up.
Yeah,
really
they're
drugged up.
very, very drugged up because they get drugged up by the Russians.
Yeah.
So then there's that. And then we have season 4, which season 4 took an exceptionally long time to come out because
As of COVID. Yeah.
And so the kids were quite a bit older, but they weren't. Like, their characters
Their characters weren't supposed to be.
not as old as they are.
You know what's nuts?
What?
Their characters are supposed to be 14, right?
Mm.
Noah's 17.
Yeah.
Noah's 17, Millie's 18, Finn is like 19, Gaten's almost 20. But like Priya, who is supposed to be 11-year-old Erica, is actually 15. Like, she's older than the characters that they're supposed to be.
They're
Like,
supposed to be playing.
she's the youngest and she's the oldest. Like, she's older than the characters. It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy how they all are. But so this season starts out. Oh, I love you too, Smokey. This season starts out as or with us obviously knowing that Hopper's alive and being held in this Russian, like, essentially like a concentration camp, I guess, sort of, which is terrible, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That's what it is, yeah.
And so then we find out that Mike is going to go visit 11 and Will in California for like spring break, I think it is, right?
Yeah, spring break.
And we find out that Jonathan and Nancy are still together, but they're supposed to go to college together. And as it turns out, Jonathan wants to go to a different school, and he's not telling Nancy, and he's become friends with this guy named Argyle, who is a super stoner, and Will is very, very gay.
Very gay.
Trying to find a way to come out to everyone, but like
keeps kind of getting too nervous, basically.
Yeah, like I feel like Will's storyline is very like realistic when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah, it really, especially in the 80s.
Exactly. So, then we have that going on, and then in the meantime, we are back in, that's what's happening in California. Al's being mercilessly bullied. Will is trying to come to terms with his sexuality and also tell other people about it. I do not know what just went in my eyeball, but it's not a good time for me right now.
Ew.
I think it was a piece of my own hair, but it's still not fun, and I wish it would get out. But so we've got that going on, and Joyce is just basically, she's working, she's selling Encyclopedia Britannica, which is so funny.
Yeah, over the phone.
Yep, over the phone, and that is hilarious to me.
Yeah, her with her corded phone trying to sell the encyclopedias over the phone was the most, like, 80s thing I've ever seen in my life.
It is so funny. And then we've got all the Hawkins people, and Dustin, Lucas, and Mike have joined a D&D club called the Hellfire Club, which is run by a, like, 4th-year senior named Eddie Munson. And he is,
second-year senior.
Well, I'm exaggerating. But he's literally like 35. So they have this club that they're in, but Lucas is also trying to be a sports guy. What is it, the football team?
Doc.
Or what is it?
Basketball team?
Basketball. I knew it was something. He's also on the basketball team, and he's like basically trying to battle between like being a jock and like being
secretly keeping his friends and his
secretly also being like a D&D nerd, and he very much struggles with that particular thing in the beginning. Yeah. And where are you, by the way?
Down here, like near where you buy like the farm stuff.
Okay. I'm going to go finish the mines real quick, and if you want, you can buy more seeds and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but also, are you near like the bus stop area? Because I want to show you something.
I am not, but I can be. I can go over there.
Okay, that's fine then. I can show you real quick because I've only got 5 more levels in the mine, so it should only take me a second to finish it.
Well, do you want to wait and show me later? Is it something you can show me later?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to show you how the minecarts work.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can show me that later because I'm gonna
Okay,
put some
that's
stuff
fine.
away. And
All right, go ahead and do what you want to do. But anyway, so we've got this Hellfire Club going on where they're playing D&D, and of course, like they're outcasts, and people think that they're like Satanists because they're called the Hellfire Club and blah 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 blah. Yeah, cultists. That's what it is.
Satanic panic.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Very 80s. And
Salem over there correcting your terms.
nope, that was Lucas.
Lucas was.
Yeah, Salem already went back upstairs. He was literally just like repeating a line from the show. He complete with like the gestures and everything. But anyway, so that's going on, and then Nancy is working. Is she interning or working at a paper? Right?
I think she's working at the school paper.
No, because she's not in school, is she? Didn't she already? Oh, no, yeah, she is, because she must be a senior.
She's a senior.
Yeah, because they're.
I don't know their
college.
ages. Yeah, their ages really like throw me because in the season before that, I thought they were like adults because they were working at like an actual newspaper. So I don't.
Yeah, and so I genuinely thought that she was just working at like a real newspaper, but I guess it must just be like the school paper.
Yeah.
She's working with this guy who's like, like the. I don't know, is he like the head journalist guy, or I don't really know, like the head of the paper?
I think so.
And, what, honey? Yeah, honey, but shh, because I haven't even gotten there yet. And so we've got that whole thing going on where Nancy's got, like, the paper, and she's, being like a little journalist and waiting for her and Jonathan to run off into the sunset, but she's also irritated because he's not ever, like, communicating with her. Oh, that's the other thing. She's mad because he didn't come to Hawkins to see her, and he's mad that she didn't go to California to see him.
Yep.
But they both had their reasons why they couldn't. And so
Damn, can you imagine if Nancy hadn't been there?
oh my gosh. What?
How long?
I don't know, like 10 minutes or something? No, like probably 8, Luke.
8 minutes?
Probably, yeah. Just sorry, I'm getting attacked by bats, so if you want to say some stuff, you can too. Whatever I'm like missing right now.
Yeah, okay, so then basically, during all of this, like, Max is not herself, and
she's super traumatized from her brother's death.
She's like very just depressed, I would even say. Like, she's completely like she's disconnected from her friends. Like, she doesn't talk to anybody really.
She's traumatized. She's
just
fully
like,
traumatized.
Yeah, she's traumatized. Yeah, and like she'll kind of like sit near them and like be near them, but she doesn't really like talk to them or anything.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that everybody like around her, including like her own parents, think that there was this fire at the Starcourt Mall and that her brother like saved her life and that he's like this unsung hero. And
only her friends know what actually happened.
Yep, only her friends know, and half of them are gone.
Yeah.
And like her and Lucas have broken up because she couldn't handle being in a relationship because, she's traumatized.
Yeah, she can barely handle just herself, and balancing that would probably be exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wanted to process the train through a whole bunch of geodes.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, and so she goes to the school counselor, who I still think is extremely suspicious.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really open up. She doesn't really want to talk to her.
If you are near the mines at all...
I'm not. Do you need me to be?
Well, just because I reached the bottom, so you can just come down and get the final thing.
It's 9, so I gotta hurry.
Yeah.
But yeah. Man, a lot happens. It's gonna take a long time to recap this whole season.
Yeah, it is, honestly. This is
Well-
going to be a long video.
We pretty much talked about this season in that other video.
Yeah, we
that
have talked
did.
about season 4, but basically, everybody's separate in this one. Like, Elle ends up
11.
getting... So, 11, when Mike gets to California, just go down to level 20 real quick and grab your key.
Yeah.
When Mike gets to California, it turns out that, or Elle basically lies to him and tells him that she has all these friends and that everything's great and blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that she's being bullied. She ends up smacking the bully in the face. Mike and her kind of get into it a little bit. She's mad because he's not saying I love you, and he's kind of being like, kind of a jerk, honestly.
I don't have a key, by the way. There's no key down here for me.
There's no chest down there?
Nope.
Oh, what the heck? Okay,
There
well,
must just be one.
check and see if you have it in your wallet,
Okay.
because it might just automatically give it to you since I got it. And then, there's this big altercation at this skate place, and 11 ends up hitting this girl, and then they go back home, and the police come, and then they end up, 11 ends up getting taken by, like, one of the doctors back to the lab where she originally was held. And Dr. Brenner, aka Papa, is there. And in the beginning, we get these flashbacks from 11 where she's seeing these visions of herself surrounded by a bunch of dead kids and covered in blood.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it leads you to believe that 11 has murdered all of her quote-unquote siblings, like all of the other numbers, essentially.
Yep.
And you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck? And then you see her bash this girl's face in, and you're like, what's this
maybe
now?
there's a side to 11 that we didn't know about.
Yeah, like, is 11 the bad guy? Like, yikes.
Yeah.
And so then 11's gone, and they're trying to find her and, like, reach her, and they end up, it's Dustin and it is Dustin, or not Dustin, it is Mike and Jonathan and Will and Will's friend Argyle.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
No, Jonathan's friend.
or what'd I call him?
Will's friend.
Oops, Jonathan's friend, Argyle. Meanwhile, Joyce gets this package in the mail that is essentially proof or speculation that Hopper's alive.
Yeah, it's basically
So-
saying, like,
I mean, it's
it's like a
because-
coded message.
Well, I mean, it says Hopper's alive, so it's not that coded.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
literally
it's some of it's coded. That part's not coded.
Newspaper clippings to say Hopper's alive or some shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, she basically forgets she has kids and grabs Murray and bounces. She tells the kids that she has to go on a business trip to Alaska, which is half
To be
true
fair, she
because
thinks she's only going to be gone for like a day or two.
yeah, and it's half true because she does hit Alaska on her way to Russia, but
Yeah.
so she takes off. And what was that?
What was what?
Lucas, was that you? Yeah. Holy crap, turn that down. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so so Joyce takes off to go find Hopper, and her and Murray are headed to Russia, and then we get this whole plot where they go to Russia, and there's a Demogorgon and a Demodog and all this stuff, and there's this guy that is helping Hopper and then double crosses him and then undouble crosses him, and it's a whole big thing. And the adults eventually, basically, instead of everybody having their own separate plots and then all culminating at the end, they all end up helping each other, or helping, I guess, 11. Like,
from different places.
From different places, which is an interesting, like, thing because they haven't done that one before. So
Yeah,
the way
and it's
it
cool
works,
because it brings back more of like the hive mind thing.
yes, exactly. So all the people in Hawkins, this whole Hellfire Club is going on, and there's this cheerleader who is also traumatized, but we don't know this yet. And she, I don't, do we ever even find out why Chrissy's so traumatized? Like,
No,
do
but
we
you
know
kind
what
of
happened
get-
to her?
The eating disorder thing.
No, but you kind of get there.
Oh, she has an eating disorder?
You mixed the bulimic part of it?
Oh, that's right, she's bulimic. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, she's bulimic. That's why she's traumatized. But she goes to Eddie for drugs. And he tries to sell her pot. She wants something stronger. And meanwhile, she, where are you and what are you doing? Are you gone, Holly? Yeah, Holly's gone. I don't know where she just went. I don't know if her computer shut down or if she lost power or what happened. But I'm going to continue telling you guys. Did our Wi-Fi just shut off too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's me. It's my computer. Hold on. I'm going to pause this while I figure out what just happened. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. My internet went out and we had to fix everything. So anyway.
But yeah, what I was saying is, Chrissy, her mom, like, was awful and abusive to her and, like, gave her an eating disorder and...
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, essentially, what are you doing right now?
I'm just putting some stuff that I got from Geodes into here.
Okay. I actually want us to organize this whole thing, like all of these chests, and see what exactly we need for the,
Community center?
yeah, for the community center that we might possibly have in here already.
Okay. Do you want me to take everything out then?
Well, I mean, not everything out, but I actually, hold on, before you do that, how do you have two open at the same time?
I have no idea.
Don't take anything out yet, because I'm checking something first.
Well, I was just gonna, because this one has mostly fish in it, or fish and like sea things, I was just gonna take out things that had nothing to do with the sea.
Yeah, that's fine. I just, yeah, like you can like organize stuff, but we need to bring the albacore to Gus still,
Okay.
and, I'm just checking real quick to see if there's anything that can be donated to the museum. Okay, this can be. And then I'm gonna run it over to the museum while you like check and see what stuff we still need.
Okay.
But anyway, so we have Chrissy going to Eddie and asking him if he can get her drugs, and he gives her some pot and she wants something stronger, and in the meantime she basically gets Vecna, and
Yeah, she's at his house.
while she's at his house, and at the time we don't know what this is. We just know that all
Yeah, it
of a
was
sudden,
horrible because we were like, what the fuck?
yeah, we just know that all of a sudden this girl is being lifted up into the air and things are not good.
Yeah.
And Eddie is, understandably freaked out. He has no idea what is happening right now, and he is absolutely terrified. And she's dead. She just dies right there in front of him. And he's like, what the hell just happened? So he runs like a bat out of hell. And so then when her body is found, of course he is the number one suspect.
Yep.
And
it was found in his trailer.
and the kids, thankfully, believe him because they are well versed in all things strange.
Yep.
And so he ends up basically being protected, more or less, by Steve, Dustin. Lucas is iffy because Chrissy's boyfriend is, oh shit, it is 5 o'clock at night already. I can't do any of the stuff that I was going to do. Okay, I'll have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. But, so Lucas, in the meantime, is torn between helping his friends and Jason.
Helping his new friends.
Yeah, Jason, who is one of his new friends, is Christy's boyfriend, who is obviously devastated.
Yeah.
And that's where you get like the gray area of, you know, people thinking that Jason is this horrible guy. And I mean, some of the stuff he does is fucked up and terrible, but also he thinks that this kid murdered his girlfriend, and he has no idea about the Upside Down, and, you know, probably wouldn't believe it if he did hear about it, because
yeah, right. And like the thing is that like I think that he's terrible, like in the way that he handles it, and the way that he makes it like a very
violent,
well, like a witch hunt, like a violent witch hunt.
Exactly.
But also I do understand like where his rage comes from.
Yeah, exactly. So then
I still hate him for what he did.
Yeah. So then we have that whole situation. And so all of the Hawkins like group is basically like Max starts to get Vecna'd at her brother's grave, and that's when they discovered that music is the key. How did they discover that?
They discovered that because
I think it's no.
They discovered that. Oh, how did they discover that?
You know what? I think it's because Nancy and Nancy and Robin, because Nancy has joined up with Robin and Steve, and they go to the asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
and Steve doesn't.
No, Steve doesn't. But I'm saying like Nancy joins up with Steve and Robin, like in their group.
Yeah.
And she, because her little dude, her editor guy, also gets Vecna'd in the middle of the road. Yes. Before Max ever does. And so they are over here discovering that that there is a man named Victor Creel who murdered his whole family the same way. So they think that he has something to do with it.
Supposedly.
Well, you know, at the time, this is what they think. And then he tells them the whole story of what happened, and he talks about playing music, his favorite song.
He said that, his favorite song was playing, and it kind of led him back to where he was supposed to be.
And so they get this, like, distinct impression that, hey, maybe music is the key. So they decide to try it with Max, and they do. Kate Bush is Running Up the Hill, which I do not like that song, but everyone else does, so I guess I have to deal with it. And they play
You're just a contrarian all around, aren't you?
I do not like that. I've never liked that song, though. I didn't like that song when it was a popular song. Like, I don't like the song.
I wasn't alive when it was a popular song.
I barely was. But I didn't like it anyway. I don't like the song. And, so they discovered that playing music can essentially, you know, help you pull away from Vecna. And there's also another kid that gets killed, like Vecna, right in front of Jason and Eddie.
Yep, in a boat.
And yet Jason still thinks that it's Eddie. He thinks that he's
because Eddie was with him.
Yeah, he thinks that Eddie is like an occultist and is like using magic, essentially, dark magic to. Where are you?
I'm over here.
Okay, I didn't know if you were going to bed yet.
No, now you got me organizing the things.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just going to get into bed so that I can keep talking about this without saying a million times. But anyway, so then we have this going on, and we've got like all these different subplots. We've got the California people on their way they go to see Dustin's girlfriend, because they figured that they can help her pinpoint, or that she can help them pinpoint where Max is in this lab.
Yeah, and she helped
and-
them before.
Yeah, and because she helped them before. We never even mentioned Susie.
No, we didn't.
Dustin has a girlfriend named Susie, and we meet her in season 3. And they met at camp, and everybody thinks that she's fake, but she's not. And she helps them.
Yeah.
And then they,
After a beautiful musical montage.
it is, yeah, it's wonderful. It's a never-ending story. And then they end up going to her, and she sort of helps them, but we meet her family, and there's a lot. It's a lot. You can tell that they live in Utah.
Yeah. Very,
and-
very, very much.
Yeah. And so they go to,
Okay, I'll do more tomorrow. I gotta
Okay.
go to bed.
and so then they end up finding Elle. Like, I need to wrap this up because I'm talking way too much. They end up finding Elle, and she gets out of the lab, and Dr. Brenner gets killed. And
Yep.
then they realize that Elle can go, like, she gets her powers back also while she's in the lab. Like, that's basically the whole point of, like, the whole lab situation. Okay, you can go ahead and keep doing that, and I'm gonna go do what I was gonna do before it was too late. But they discovered that Elle gets her powers back, and they discover that she is able to essentially help Max, or help whoever is like in Vecna, and so they devise this plan to the kids, the Hawkins kids are trying to lure Vecna. Luke, please don't do that. To lure Vecna to this to like the original house where he was at, because they do discover that he was Henry Creel. And
He shows Nancy.
yeah, that's how. Yeah, he shows Nancy. Yeah, you can jump in and talk whenever you want. I'm saying way too much.
It's okay. I'm letting you. You're doing a good job recapping.
Yeah, so they decide to do that. They're gonna basically essentially use Max as bait and lead him there, and then while he's like suspended in his mind vecnaing thing, they are going to kill his.
Yeah, because they remembered that that's when Elle is using her powers, that's when she's the most vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly. And so they decide to like basically kill him while he's doing that. And they end up, like, Max ends up in his mind, and 11 ends up being able to join. Like, she goes into like a sensory deprivation chamber, more or less, that they make in like a pizza shop. And and so they're trying to do that, and they're also Eddie, Steve, Robin, and Dustin are in the Upside Down. Lucas and Max are up in the attic, like trying to like lure Vecna. And is that everybody? And Erica is being the lookout.
Yep.
And Steve and Nancy are trying to, they're like in the house, and Dustin and they're in the Vecna house, or the Creel house, or whatever.
Real house, yeah.
And Dustin and Eddie are in the upside down version of Eddie's trailer, and they are trying to get the bats away, because there's these like crazy hell bat things that will basically eat them if they so they're trying to help lead those. Lucas, volume. They're trying to lead those away from Nancy and Steve so that they can do it. Oh, and Robin, so that they can do what they need to do. And there's this incredibly long amount of time where Nancy, Steve, and Robin are all like stuck to the wall by these like, because there's a hive mind, these
it's scary,
like tentacle things, and genuinely they should not have survived that. They definitely would have been dead, because that was an exceptionally long time.
It was.
But, you know,
They at least would have passed out because they were
Right?
being choked.
yeah, but, you know, they managed to survive it. And,
I'm gonna go into the mines and try and get some more slime because we almost have enough slime to put in our adventure thing in the community center.
oh, okay. But so they do that, and they manage to get to the attic eventually. But in the meantime, Eddie and Dustin are trying to get these bats away, and it works until it doesn't.
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
things are going good for a little while, and then Eddie decides to
She tries to buy them more time.
buy them more time, and he ends up getting killed by these bats, and he dies in Dustin's arms in the end.
And the way that they've built up their friendship before that makes it just...
Yeah, it's devastating. And in the meantime, Lucas and Max's plan is working well until Jason comes along, and he ends up coming in there and
just fucking everything up.
yeah, he attacks Lucas. I think he attack Erica?
No, his friend does.
Oh yeah, his friend attacks Erica.
He thinks that he's trying to save Max. By the way.
he thinks that Lucas is like basically killing Max.
Like, yeah, performing some kind of a ritual on her.
And so he thinks that he is saving Max. He does. Like, I'll give him that. But he also is not saving Max.
Yeah, he also very much.
And so in the end, Max ends up Vecna'd, and she also dies in Lucas's arms.
Do we have no more slime? Like,
while
are there
she
any?
is dying in Lucas's arms,
Oh,
Elle is right there
In her mind.
upside down, or I mean, in her mind with them. She is essentially next to Max, watching her die, but Max and Lucas don't know. And it's this whole big dramatic scene, and there's a lot of crying, and it's terrible, but also Elle manages to almost bring Max back. Like, she brings her mostly back.
She brings her back, in her, like, to her body.
Yeah, she brings
like,
her. Yeah, she's back alive, but she's not conscious. And so she wakes up from like in this pizza place, and she's just hysterical, and she's screaming for Max. And obviously nobody really knows what just happened. And so that's where we end them. And then we get like the ending where
skips ahead 2 days.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot this part. Well, they are in because Max dies, even if it's temporary, basically Vecna has won. Has done what he needed to do.
He's opened the 4 portals because that's what he's trying to do by killing 4 people.
Yep. So he has killed the 4th person, which would be Max. Even if she's brought back, he still killed her. And so that leads to this like earthquake, or like this giant crater thing that zips through this attic, basically destroys half of Hawkins. Cuts right through Jason. Jason's dead.
Rips Jason right in half.
Yeah, rips him right in half.
Nobody's mad.
And, also, cannot believe I forgot to mention this part.
What?
Nancy is getting Vecna'd.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, what? Because it comes out of nowhere. You don't expect this to happen. No. And thankfully she gets, like, what's the word for it? Like, saved or whatever?
Saved, yeah.
But it was so shocking. Like, my jaw was on the floor when this happened, because you don't expect it to happen.
No, because like Nancy has trauma, but like she doesn't show it very much.
Exactly.
Like,
and
it's not really like a main plot thing.
Yeah, so that part was actually genuinely really shocking. And so why is this all that we have? I guess
I'm
it
having to
is.
go, like, searching for, like,
Um,
slime right now. Like, there's not very many of these little slime creatures anymore.
oh no. But yeah, so then we have, oh gosh. Then we have, like
God, why do I
the
keep pushing you?
ending scene, basically, where we have, uh, everybody like in front of the Wheeler house, and like Mike's parents are telling him that he's never allowed to leave ever again, which is kind of weird to me because like he wasn't
Yeah,
there,
because,
so shouldn't you guys be happy that he wasn't there to watch?
yeah, like, maybe instead be like, hey, maybe we should all move to California. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
leave more often.
And but yeah, so his parents are all, you know, you're never leaving the house again. And they have Nancy and Steve, or Nancy and Jonathan reuniting, and her and Steve kind of looking at each other. And then you have like, and
Oh
then
my God, Hopper and 11.
and oh yeah, and then Hopper and 11, which that that was sweet, but I feel like she should have been a little more surprised.
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah, she
genuinely
thought he
seemed like
was
she was like he was just like on vacation.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, she was like, oh, you're back. I'm so happy. Instead of being like, holy shit, you're alive.
yeah,
What
like
the hell?
what the hell do you mean you're alive? What is happening here? Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just like, oh good, I'm glad you enjoyed your holiday in Russia. Um, and so
You lost some weight.
yeah, right. So then everybody like they're I can't remember if they talk about it or what happens, but they go to the hospital where Max is essentially in a coma. And then we have Elle who sits next to her, puts her hand on her, and tries to like enter her mind to bring her back. And there's nothing there. It's just empty.
Yeah.
And then everybody is standing on this hill looking over Hawkins that is essentially just basically upside downing. Like there's a mind flayer and Vecna. It's a terrible
and, like,
sight.
ash is coming from the sky.
Yeah, like it's not a good time. And then it just fucking ends.
Yeah. And then it just ends, and you're just left like, oh,
And
cool.
the
I get
Duffer
to wait 2
brothers
years
are
to
all,
see that.
oh, by the way, when we come back, we're gonna age everybody up 1,000 years. And it's like, bro,
Yeah,
they're
how
just
are you
gonna let that go? They're just gonna be like, all right, peace out, and leave? Or like, what?
They're
What?
just hanging out in Hawkins while everything kind of goes upside down. They're just like, yeah, this is life now.
Yeah, like, this is just how we do it now. Like, I genuinely don't understand how that's
I have
gonna
no
happen.
idea. No, I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be more like they go back and forth, like they age everybody up, but like they kind of do like a back and forth like thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, but maybe I don't know. But yeah, and I don't. Wouldn't it be crazy if they like let Millie have the hair that she has now?
That would be lovely for her.
And look the way that she looks now, like in her character. You know, only a little more 90s.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, so they, oh, it's 11 p.m. I should probably go. I got some slime. I don't think I got enough, but I got some. But yeah, yeah. Okay, so real quick, since I still have, like, a little bit of time before Jay gets home, what do you have any thoughts? Because we had a lot of theories about season, like, 4, like, volume 2 of season 4, and then it turned out to just be, like, basically just the Battle of Vecna, and they didn't cover anything else.
Yeah.
A lot of loose ends still. So do you have any, like, thoughts about what you think about, like, season 5 and what's going to happen in season 5?
Not real. I mean, I actually don't. Okay, well, yes, I do. I've actually talked about this in our other video, but are you in bed yet or not yet?
I am right now, yeah.
Okay, then I'm good in bed. So my thing is, I think I already said this in a different video, but I'll say it again. I think that what is going to happen, because obviously Sadie Sink is not going to just not be in season 5. It's the
Right.
final season. Obviously, she's gonna be in.
Yeah.
But what I think is most likely to happen is they're going to age up. People are going to be spread out wherever they are. Some people will still be together. Some people will have been broken up. We'll get, little snippets of people's lives and what they're doing. Maybe Nancy will be somewhere being a reporter. Maybe she'll be with Steve. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll be with Jonathan. We'll get little snippets of that kind of stuff. But then we'll also get, I don't know if it will be Lucas who will still be in Hawkins with Max, or if it will be someone else. Maybe Erica even will have kept an eye on her. Somebody will be still there keeping an eye on Max. Dustin perhaps, who knows. And they will find out that Max's parents, or mother I guess, wants to pull the plug because Max has been in a coma for so many years. And at this point, they're thinking there's no hope for her. And so we will get that. And this person, it's basically, I'm equating it to almost like an It situation. This person, whoever is still in Hawkins and has this, situation that they're seeing happen, is going to call up everybody else and say, you guys need to get here. They're trying to pull the plug on Max. We need help. She needs to, try again, essentially. And
we need to keep trying. And
what's going to happen, in my opinion, is at this point, we're going to get, we're going to get 11 coming back and possibly trying to get in Elle's mind and discovering that she's actually in Vecna's mind, and they're going to realize that they have to get to Vecna and get rid of him once and for all. And then we're going to get everybody converging together again, but all meeting up and doing their separate things but together, if that makes sense.
Oh, yep. They'll all have left Hawkins because, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I feel like some of them will still be there, but some of them will not.
Well, they've been, evacuating Hawkins, so I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, that is true. So I guess, some people will. Or
I think probably just the people, on the line of where,
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, and I also think that, and see, I still have this thing where I still think, I mean, maybe, I don't know, some people think it's far-fetched, but I still think that Will has powers and is maybe in some way related to Henry Creel, because, the way that they, make sure to, point out the parallels between them, and, how they're both, artistic, sensitive kids who feel misunderstood, and, in some posters that, that the actors and the whatever have all, reposted, there's Will with, a bloody nose. And, I feel maybe, part of the reason why they wanted to keep him alive, they had him connected to the hive mind, which makes me think they were trying to, harness some powers that he has. But, and also, he didn't want to kill him, which makes me think that, he wants him on his side.
Right.
So I still think that, Will has some, untapped powers that we haven't heard about yet, and that's going to come up in Season 5.
Yeah, I definitely could see that being a thing that they do.
Yeah. Because that would make sense of a lot of stuff that hasn't really been explained yet. But I still want to know why, and I mean, and time travel still has to come into play somewhere. Because it's gonna. They've hinted at it way too much for it to not.
It's true.
They have so much, stuff that they need to wrap up and so many things they need to explain, and they've actually said that the main, like one of the main things in this season is going to be explaining the origins of the Upside Down and why it's there and all of that. Oh, get away from me, bat! Get away from me! Damn it! So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything like plays out or whatever.
Yeah, how it all comes together and connects. So that's pretty much my thoughts on that, is that it's gonna be there's just those things that I personally would like to see explained and
Yeah.
Something happen with. I'm trying to get more slime, and I'm running into a bunch of things that I don't want to be fighting. I just literally want to find the little slime creatures. No, don't leave the mine. What are you doing right now?
I'm organizing the chests.
Oh, okay. Do you have any last thoughts on Stranger Things, though?
I guess my last thought on it would just be... Is it my birthday? Oh. Sorry, I'm like zoning out because it's 12:30 at night and I'm at 12:30 in the morning. And I'm concentrating on organizing chests and it's a pain in the butt because I don't have enough room. I don't know. I don't remember what I was going to say about Stranger Things. Something. Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. I need to make a lot more chests, I think, eventually. Because I want us to have, like, all of, like, the resources in one chest. Like, all of the minerals in one chest. All the food in one chest. All of the weapons in one chest. All of the clothes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like...
I put all of the, pretty much all I got to do was put all of the things together and put all of the sea things in like one chest.
Yeah.
But I tried to like condense all of the items, you know? Come here, slime guy. Oh, why would you give me no slime? What the hell is wrong with you?
Resource, forage, seed, monster root, trash, resource, artifact. But yeah, I don't know. My personal opinion on the whole situation is I really think that they're going to do like a thing where Max is in a coma and they have to like try to save her, and that's how they and that's what I was gonna say, like with Sadie Sink. I think that a lot of her like role or whatever in the next season, at least in the beginning, is going to be her, like Max talking to her, like it's just going to be her and Max like talking like via the like via the ups and yeah, like not, I guess not the upside down, but like
And put it in a way that's better for you.
whatever she is in, you know?
Yeah, in Vecna's mind. Well, people think she's trapped in Vecna's mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like wherever Max has to go to get her, Vecna's mind, whatever it is.
Like, I'm wondering if maybe like Will is going to be able to sense her in there, since he can kind of like connect with Vecna, like mentally a little bit. Like he's gonna like realize that she's like trapped in there because he can like.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense too. Yeah, because something's gonna happen where, you know, essentially there's some sort of like situation like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely think that that will happen.
I just don't
Oh my
know.
god, stop. Um, okay. Oh, okay. Can you not, though? Can you not just fucking attack me out of nowhere? Thank you. Um, yeah. So that is Stranger Things. We have pretty much.
Yeah. Deep dove into the entirety of our opinion on Stranger Things and what's really going to happen and what has happened already. And I'm literally just dragging this out right now until we can go to bed and then end the video.
I know, which is why I keep trying to think of more
Yeah.
things. But yeah, I think that it's just. I think it's great that like they're taking their time on it and they're not like rushing it because I do want it to be like well done and wrapped up and not like I want no stone left unturned, basically, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like it's insane to me to think that like they could be able to do that because that's a lot for I think they said they want this one to be like 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's going to happen when it comes to Will and like everything with Mike. Oh, so me and Augie were talking about how we think that the way that like if Will has powers, the way that they're going to be unlocked is that Mike is going to get killed and it's going to send him into such a rage that he's going to just unleash what he didn't know was there basically. Because Nancy saw Mike get killed
That is
in
true.
the vision. So, oh my gosh, we have enough now. We have enough. We have enough. What is it called? Slime. We have enough slime.
Finally.
I know. Okay, oop, that's not what I wanted. I'll put it in the thing next time we play, but it's getting late now, so I'm not going to do it right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, anyway, thank you, everybody, for listening to us ramble for this long about Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. It was
So
a long-ass
This
video.
video is so long, and I'm so sorry for that.
Mm.
Yeah, 2 hours. So
Yeah.
it seems like Stranger Things is something we can talk about for a long time.
Yeah,
We were
because I
originally going to
definitely
do a deep dive into Stranger Things and a deep dive into One Tree Hill until we realized that we don't know anything about One Tree Hill.
Yeah, so thankfully
So-
we got the one that we can talk about for forever, I
Yeah,
guess.
forever. So hopefully you guys enjoyed hearing about Stranger Things. And tomorrow we are going to do some more deep dives into shows that I don't think we'll probably talk about as long. But,
While.
you know, we'll still probably talk about them for a while.
We could talk about Gilmore Girls for quite a while, I think.
Forever. And probably The Office too, but,
Yeah.
you know. Gosh, oh my gosh, Gilmore Girls I think is going to be interesting because I don't know if we're going to have the same opinions on a lot of stuff.
We might not.
And that show, I don't even need to look anything up. Like, I know that show way too well. But yeah, so that's it. And tomorrow we might have Holly on camera. She can get Jay to help her get the webcam.
Yeah, if I can. So.
All right, yeah, all right.
We'll see.
Say bye, Holly, and I'll end this video.
All right, bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.